what's up, Internet? It's the Jerry Crew. Yeah, we are the Jerry Crew. We post every week, or at least we try to. Well, we wanted to be like a little informational today. We're with, you know, the Mystical Noodles background again. Yeah, because, like, I mean, this technically has to do with dreams, so. One thing, like, we came across an article and we were just like, oh my god, like, we're not the only one. I've been dealing with this for a long time, and, like, I had no, like, community or outlet to share this with. Yeah, and it's just, like, I never knew what they meant. The article is called, What Your Sex Dreams About the Hamburglar Really Mean. I've been having them. Yeah, I had been too. I didn't know what they meant. I didn't want to tell you, because I thought I was the only one. Like, when you brought up the nugget thief before, like, you brought up the nugget thief in, like, conversation, and I'm just kind of like, you mean the Hamburglar? And you're like, yeah. Well, I misgendered him, so I'm sorry. We just wanted to inform you, you know, in case you guys were having the same thing. Because we're here for you. Let's be honest. Who isn't having this problem? Haven't you seen the news? We're gonna leave the article in the description. Sex dreams, we all have them. And while sometimes they're totally self-explanatory, i.e. that steamy dream you had about that coworker you've been having a crush on, other times they leave you with more questions than answers. In this case, what do my repeated, intensely sexual, and excruciatingly graphic sex dreams about the Hamburglar mean? And why do they keep happening night after night? Dude, I've had them like 3 times this week. Firstly, know that you're absolutely not alone. Tons of people have emotionally scarring dreams about the Hamburglar, as well as dreams about many of the other characters the McDonald's extended universe has, you know, Grimace. The purple guy. Yeah. I had Mayor McCheese, and yes, even the Fry guys. Nobody talks about Ronald McDonald anymore. I guess I'm alone then. And for the most part, nothing to worry about. Here are the Hamburglar sex dreams decoded. Oh, I'd like to just point out that I've literally had every form of this dream. I've had like every one of them except for one of them. This was one of the first ones that I had, so. It's a dream in which the Hamburglar is crying. If you have a dream where they, a sex dream about the Hamburglar where he's crying, apparently it means an important thing to remember about sex dreams is that they're often not about the physical act of sex itself, right? Okay, but rather an unfulfilled emotional need that sex represents. In this case, watching the Hamburglar softly cry as he gently penetrates your body from above likely means that you're seeking more emotional vulnerability from a real life partner, whether romantic or professional. And you always feel bad. You're like, well, why is he crying while softly penetrating me? I, like, blamed myself. I blamed myself, too. Okay, so the next dream that we're going to be talking about is when you're crying. Most psychologists agree that crying in a sex dream about the Hamburglar means you're attempting to process personal loss. It could be the end of a relationship, the selling of a childhood home, or a loved one moving away. But it also could definitely mean that you just really, really want a hamburger. When I had the one about me crying, I woke up and I was just like, well, what the fuck? I was like, it's not like I'm not enjoying it. How could you not enjoy sex with the Hamburglar? I mean, he is the Hamburglar. He burgled those hamburgers like he burgled my heart. The next dream, oh my god, this is the dream that I've had the most. Really? Yeah. Okay. It's the one where you can't see the Hamburglar's face, but like you know it's him. Ooh. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like scandalous. I could see it for sure. Actually, you can't. This is why. It's shown to be the most common Hamburglar-related erotic scenarios. I wonder if I've had it so many times. So in the dream, while it's technically too dark to identify the petite, beheaded figure winding his tongue up your trembling body, you know beyond a shadow of a doubt it's the mischievous little burger thief. This type of dream generally indicates a desire to better know yourself. Because it's like if you can't see him, you can't see yourself. You know he's penetrating you. But when are you going to start penetrating yourself? I feel like my mind's been blown. I've had a hard time talking about this one. because it's kind of a bit taboo, but we're still gonna try to talk about it, okay?
Hey, no judgment here.
The next dream we're gonna be addressing is when the Hamburglar can't finish. He heaves and he thrusts, pounding into you for what seems like hours. But at the end of the night, that freckled hamburger-loving trickster just can't ejaculate, leaving you feeling both frustrated and inadequate. This is a firm self-reminder to stop taking on other people's emotional baggage. Also, to maybe stop watching so much Hamburglar porn. It's not good for you.
I've been actually watching a lot, like, more than usual. Like, I used to, like, especially, like, back in, like, my early to mid-teens.
Right.
You know, I used to watch a lot of, like, Hamburglar porn. And then it, like, stopped, and then, like, I started watching it more recently.
Okay.
Right? So, like, I started having those dreams, like, more and more.
Yeah.
Because I was, like, it was just more than usual. This one's a biggie. This one is one that people don't usually like to talk about, but, like, I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't have this one.
You know what? I'm proud of us that we're, like, being so open.
If any of you are actually having the one where sex with the Hamburglar is good, but you're calling him dad, this one may understandably leave some people unsettled.
Yeah, I can imagine. This is the one I didn't have.
Not proud of it,
but you've had it.
but I've had it. So this one may understandably leave some people unsettled, but don't attach too much weight to it. Calling the Hamburglar dad, while he lovingly and attentively brings you to full and violent orgasm, happens to the best of us. And it likely just means that you feel super safe. It may also mean that you're incapable of being loved. I feel like I identify with both. I definitely feel safe, but also I do know that I am definitely incapable of being loved. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this bullshit all the time.
Okay, so this next dream is the Hamburglar whispers he loves you while clasping an antique locket into your hand. Inside the locket is a picture of his mother, who died when he was young. No need to read into this one, just means you're horny.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Horny for the Hamburglar, nonetheless. The final one that we want to talk about is the one where the Hamburglar is with a child. This one may seem confusing on a variety of levels. Know that you're not the first person to dream about a pregnant Hamburglar. Far from it, actually. Just know I have, and Cassidy has.
Yeah, we both have.
This likely represents your own desire to nurture a partner and or child, and means that you could be ready to commit more fully to an existing relationship. There's also a small chance that the Hamburglar really is pregnant and you're the father. We can't explain it. Actually, that's it, and I'm glad that we could have a non-judgmental informational video about something that
It's important.
important and likely going on with many people that we know.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe.
Subscribe to see more of whatever the heck this was.
Bye.
Bye!
The last note of a song from Jerry and his